It was 4:30 in the morning. Cold, dark, the kind of dark that makes you question your life choices. A sharp whistle cut through the silence, and then came the shout. "Get up, make your bed." You'd think that after months of Navy SEAL training, being told to make a bed would be the least of your concerns. But not for Admiral William McRaven. Not for any of the elite warriors about to face one of the most grueling training programs in the world. That small, seemingly insignificant act, making a bed, was not about tidiness. It was about discipline, about structure, about starting the day with purpose. And as odd as it might sound, it might just be one of the most important life lessons you could ever learn. Hello, I am Alloy, and welcome to Audiofybooks, where you will find excellent audio summaries of books in a very easy and interesting way. If you want to learn from new books, do subscribe to the channel. Let's get started with today's book. Make Your Bed is not just a book. It's a compact guide to life. It's a battle cry to reclaim personal power. Each chapter is a life lesson, distilled from the trenches of Navy SEAL training and the battlefield of real life. McRaven doesn't preach. He tells stories, painful, funny, emotional, and each one hammers home a simple truth. You don't have to be a warrior to change the world. You just have to start small. And keep going. Let's go back to that morning routine. The bed, tight corners, smooth blanket, pillow perfectly centered. Why does this matter? Because when your day starts with order, no matter how chaotic the world becomes, you've already scored a win. You've told your mind, "I've got this." And on days when everything falls apart, you'll come home to a perfectly made bed. A reminder that you had control once, and you can have it again. But of course, life isn't as neat as a folded sheet. McRaven shares stories of hardship, of classmates who rang the bell, that is, the SEAL bell you ring when you quit, of freezing ocean swims that made your bones ache, of instructors yelling in your face while sand filled your boots. But here's the twist. The ones who made it, they weren't always the strongest or the fastest. They were the ones who didn't give up, who embraced failure, got back up, and kept going. One of the most vivid scenes in the book is what SEALs call a sugar cookie. You're ordered to dive into the ocean, get soaking wet, then roll in the sand until your whole body is coated. You do it even if you did nothing wrong. It's frustrating, humiliating, but it's life. Life doesn't always reward the good, and the sooner you accept that, the more unstoppable you become. You stop wasting energy asking, "Why me?" and start saying, "Try me." And there's the dreaded circus. This isn't the fun, clown-filled kind. In SEAL training, it's an extra 2 hours of intense exercise at the end of a long day. You're put in the circus if you fall short, if you're too slow, too weak, too tired. And that's the point. It's supposed to break you. But what McRaven found is that those who suffered through the circus got stronger. While others rested, they grew. They learned that failure wasn't the end. It was training. It was a test. And they passed by enduring. McRaven isn't all grit and pain. He's deeply human. One of the most moving parts of the book is when he speaks of a fellow SEAL who was gravely injured. He had every reason to quit, to feel sorry for himself. But instead, he smiled. He lifted others with his courage. And McRaven realized something profound. Sometimes, the greatest strength isn't shown in battle. It's in choosing optimism when life is unfair. There's a haunting image in the book of a night swim in pitch-black waters. The ocean is cold. The current is strong. The instructors warn that sharks patrol these waters. If you're afraid, they say, don't swim alone. But here's the twist. They also say, if a shark circles you, stand your ground. Punch it in the snout. Show no fear. It's more than a survival tip. It's a metaphor for life. Fear is always circling. But if you cower, it comes closer. If you face it, it backs off. Throughout Make Your Bed, McRaven tells stories that punch through the noise of modern life. like the story of being tossed into a muddy pit during training, shoulder to shoulder with his teammates, shivering, aching, nearly broken. And then someone started singing, a weak, off-key tune that somehow lit a spark. One voice became 2, then 10, and suddenly the mud didn't matter. The pain didn't matter. What mattered was unity, hope, that even in the darkest pit, a single voice can light a fire. This is not a book of hacks or shortcuts. It's not about becoming a millionaire or going viral. It's about becoming someone you respect, about doing the hard thing, the right thing, even when no one's watching. It's about resilience, about standing up when you're knocked down, about building a life with character, not comfort. One of the most powerful chapters talks about accepting that life isn't fair. And it's not. Good people suffer. Bad people win. Dreams fall apart. And if you expect fairness, you'll live in constant disappointment. But if you accept that injustice exists and choose to act with integrity anyway, that's power. That's character. That's how you change the world. In SEAL training, the bell is always nearby. If you're done, just ring it. You'll get hot coffee, dry clothes, and no more pain. The temptation is constant, but those who succeed ignore the bell. They push through. Even when it's raining, even when they're exhausted, even when their muscles scream for mercy. Why? Because they've decided, I will not give up. McRaven brings this home with stories from real missions, life or death decisions, comrades lost in battle. Moments where failure wasn't just a bad grade, it was fatal. Yet, amidst all this, the same lessons held true. Start small, be disciplined, stand tall, help your teammates, and never, ever quit. What makes Make Your Bed so impactful isn't just the military backdrop. It's how these lessons apply to everyone. You don't need a uniform. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need commitment, a willingness to start with what you can control, and to keep going even when life gets hard. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, don't check your phone. Don't grumble about the day. Just make your bed. Tuck the corners, smooth the sheets, take a deep breath, and remind yourself you've already won the first battle of the day. You're ready. Whatever chaos the world throws at you, you'll face it, because the first thing you did today was build order, discipline, confidence. Admiral McRaven's message is simple, but timeless. You don't change the world all at once. You do it one habit, one challenge, one decision at a time. And sometimes it starts with something as small as making your bed.